Hi everyone, my name is Richard and I've decided to start vlogging myself more because I figured I have a lot of thoughts which are hard to articulate into words and I feel I could share some of this knowledge, but I don't know how many of how many of you would like to listen to it, or even if it'll help the society. But all I can do is try. I've been meditating since last 2 years every day, and I feel that meditation opens your mind to a reality that is difficult to live with while living in a society. It can be a blessing and a curse at the same time. Once you start meditating and once you start going deeper in it, a lot changes, not only in your body but also in the way you think, in the way you perceive the world, right? um, there's a lot of different information on meditation and how to do it and everything out there, but I'm not going to get into that because I believe everyone is as different as they are one. Like, if you go to a beach and you pick up a handful of sand, each grain is different, but it is also the sand. So bear with me. I'm sorry if you can't understand what I'm trying to say sometimes, but I'll try and get better at this. So I believe your consciousness, you start to know it more, you start becoming more aware. And a simple way to put it is everyone has their mind divided into two parts, which is conscious and subconscious. So a lot of the things that you do almost all the time is your subconscious brain running. It puts you into different places and different scenarios all the time, and your conscious brain jumps in as soon as you start to be dual. Once you start identifying yourself with the character that you're playing. For example, everyone is breathing. Now if I say focus on your breath, focus on your breath, so pardon me, focus on your breath. As soon as you hear that, as soon as your brain hears that you've got to focus on your breath, now you'll be forcing your breath. Inhale, exhale, because now you're watching it. And now you've actually got to put conscious effort into it to breathe. If you can stop breathing once you're conscious about it, but then of course you'll gasp for more air. But if you do not notice it, it is in the background. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale all day. So this is what is being conscious, or duality, or if the physics. If you look at physics, they call this quantum physics, right? All of us exist subconsciously as a form of energy. But as soon as I attach myself with this body, with the shoulders, with this nose, with this ears or eyes, I take a form that my mind perceives. And once you start becoming conscious, it takes years of practice to do this, by the way. I think it takes lifetimes of practice for one to be achieve the Brahman. But the initial phase of meditation that no one talks about is what I want to tell you or whoever's listening. It is really hard because now that you've become conscious yourself, you know what thoughts that are coming in your brain are from the subconscious or are from the ego, that is the I, that is there is a deep rooted code in your brain. And not only do you see yourself, but now you can also figure out about the other people in your life, basically. And it becomes really hard because a lot of people, most of the people are unconscious. They do not represent their true form. They represent a fake reality that has been created in their mind since they came out of the womb, and that is not the true reality. That is not what we are. We are much different than what we perceive ourselves to be. Like in your DNA, believe in your DNA there'll be an image of you that you really want to be, that you really think of yourself to be, and I believe that is the true potential of your body, as long as of course your consciousness is in it. So right now I'm fat, but if I can visualize myself as something, that means there has to be a way for universe to fulfill that visualization, because that's what Mahavishnu basically does. He's a dreamer, and his dreams are stable, and we are all a part of that dream. And this is nothing but a dream that is being replayed over and over again for all the consciousness, all the souls in this world to fulfill their desires. So if I can visualize myself as a person with abs or muscular body, that means there has to be a way that the universe will fulfill that desire for me. So that is achievable. Everything in this world is doable, because if you can envision it, that means it exists. It does not have to exist physically, because look, whatever exists physically is in some way not true, because what I see is different from what you see. The color blue for me is different than the color blue for you. What I mean to say is we are bound by the five senses, the five sensory organs, the eyes, the ears, the smell, the touch, and the taste, right? For example, a dog. has a different frequency range for these five senses than what humans do, than what cats have, than what whales have, than what elephants have, and so on. So who's true? Whose reality is the ultimate reality? You cannot say that my reality is more true than your reality, or your reality is truer than what I am seeing, because all of us are only able to contemplate about this much of the frequency range that exists. There's so much more that our brain filters out, and our consciousness actually is so much more aware. It is super aware. It is aware of all. I believe it's aware of all the frequency range that is out there, and I believe so because, imagine yourselves that you're in a theme park, and there's so much noise. People are shouting, they're happy, someone's crying, there's rides making a lot of noise, and you hear someone from about 20 meters away calling out your name, and you could pick that out of all the frequency. Your brain picks that up. That means it is getting all the information all the time, but it chooses to filter it out. And this filter that the brain uses is nothing but our own experiences. I've been called a particular name all my life, so it is wired my brain into thinking, oh, if someone says this out loud, they're probably calling me or this body. So everything you see, you hear, you touch, you smell, you taste is only true for your brain, and is only true as per your experiences. It does not hold true for everyone. So that's why everyone is different, and I believe that this becomes a big problem if you want to live in the society, because the society is a common brain. Is a common brain for all the weak people that do not want to use their own brain, and the people that only want to live the easy life, that do not dare to go against this common brain. And this is like the base level of humans. The society as a whole is the lower level of human evolution. Once you come up from the society, once you evolve past that, then you can see from the bird's eye that, oh, okay, this is bullshit. This is not true. This is what is stopping most of the humans from evolution. This common brain. My parents, your parents, our grandparents, you know why they set a lot of rules? Because they are blinded by the brain that is inbred by their experiences as a whole from the society. You cannot wear that. You've got to get married at this age. Vegetarian food is good, non-vegetarian is bad. You should not be smoking. What not? And a lot of this. Oh yes, and praying is good. Going to temples is good. You should fast on Saturdays. You should fast on blah 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 days. This day's for Hanuman. This day's for Jesus. This is for Muhammad. All of this bullshit. All of that is bullshit. Because that is the common brain. And if if you limit yourselves to the common brain, how are you going to use your own? How are you going to evolve? So guys, challenge yourselves. Do not believe it. And if you want to believe this reality, these five senses, then whatever you see in your dreams is true. If you do not believe any of this, then do not believe in any of what you dream of or what you envision. And yeah, use your own brains, meditate, be more conscious. Once you start practicing being conscious, you'll understand a bit more of what I'm trying to say. I guess that's probably it. And hopefully I can keep on doing this. I'd love to share. I believe there's a lot of knowledge that needs to be discussed openly. A lot of new generation is dealing with all of this societal trauma that have been imposed upon them, and there can be a big shift, and we as humans can evolve, together. So thank you.